What is going on, guys? I am Steve Nato, and welcome back to the channel for all of your sneaker-related content. On this channel here, I post new videos all the time, everything from in-hand sneaker reviews and sneaker on-feeds to sneaker discussions, as well as plenty more. So be sure to hit that subscribe button above if you guys are new to the channel. You guys can also follow me on social media at Steve Nato. For today, of course, we are going to be looking at an in-hand review and on-feet video of the Nike Air Fear of God Raid Light Bone Black. So the Nike Air Fear of God Raid Light Bone Black released on April 27, 2019 for a retail price of $190 and released alongside the Air Fear of God Mach in light bone as well. I made a review of the Air Fear of God Mach light bone, and that will be linked above. Those are a really cool shoe. However, I like these a lot more, especially just taking a look at these in hand pretty quickly. I wasn't able to get these in hand on release day. However, I was able to get this shoe, the Nike Air Fear of God Raid Light Bone Black, online on release day, and it just took me a little bit to get this video up, but I'm glad to have it in hand, and honestly, I'm very impressed so far. So what we're going to do in this video here is I'll show you guys the shoe up close. I'll let you guys get a look at the materials. I'll break down what's going on with this shoe, and then I'll get them laced up, and I'll show you guys what they look like on feet. So without wasting too much more time, let's get right into the review of the Nike Air Fear of God Raid Light Bone Black. So if we start out here with the box, this box is the same as the Nike Air Fear of God moccasin that dropped alongside these shoes. It's orange with white on the front. And if we take a look at the size tag, we have Nike Air Fear of God 1, Light Bone Black and Sail. So the actual name is, the Nike Air Fear of God Raid. However, the box does say 1. So that's kind of interesting, but nonetheless, that's what the box looks like. And now if we take a look at the shoe up close, it does look really cool in hand. I like it a lot. And now if we start from the bottom, we have this kind of, lightish cream colored outsole and midsole with this air bubble that's clear in the back, and then some writing on the side that says Air 180 Fear of God, and then some letters and numbers. And then we move up to the entire upper that is that light bone, that gray kind of color in a pretty decent quality leather. You guys can kind of see the the materials up close, and then it gets into a slightly different material on the toe here, but also pretty nice. And the shoe really locks in with this mechanism that is used to tighten the shoe. It's all Velcro. I'll show that a little bit later in the video. But then of course you have this leather swoosh in black as well. And on the back of the shoes, starting from the bottom in that kind of creamish colored midsole, outsole, we see Nike Air written on both shoes. And then we move up to the light bone upper with the black swoosh wrapping around, and this top upper part with the Velcro in light bone as well. And if we take a look at the left shoe, it is just the same as the right shoe. So in terms of everything on the outer part of each sneaker, they are the same. You guys can see the air bubble again in that clear color, the writing on the side, and this really pretty solid looking leather all along the shoe in that light bone color. And now moving up to the front and toe of the shoe, we see the same colors and materials wrapping around. We have a little bit of, a kind of stitching pattern on the toe, and then the lacing system begins to start and is reminiscent of the Air Fear of God 1. But then you guys can see this, Velcro pattern leading up to the lace lock. And what I'm going to do is kind of get this open here, because it is a pretty cool mechanism and it's worth showing for sure. So along the side, you guys can see that this is Velcro here. Each part comes out from the front, and then what happens is there's actually more Velcro on the middle of the shoe. So they have to lace, or they have to kind of lay over each other in a particular way, with that part first and then this part second. And then over here, even the Velcro connects actually to the inner part of the laces. So this is what the shoe looks like without any of it on. You obviously can't really wear it like this because it has to be tied up, or else these things will flop everywhere. So it is pretty cool, but it's like a solid design that seems like it's going to keep your foot really locked into this shoe. And then of course you guys can see Air Fear of God on the lace lock on the shoe as well. Then moving to the insides of the shoe, first we could see attached on the side is this extra pair of laces. It's a bit more like that cream colored midsole, outsole. It's a little bit hard to see on camera here, but that's a nice touch to have that, of course. Then the inside of each shoe is basically the same as the outer in terms of colors and whatnot. It's just the opposite end of where the Velcro connects. And now if we move inside the shoes, the insole is black, and we have Air Fear of God written in white on the insole. And then the size tag is a little bit hard to see, but here's a decent shot of it on the inside part of the sneaker as well. Oh, and then finally we do have Air Fear of God written on the inside of the tongue. However, it is upside down from this angle. Then finally, last but not least, we have the Air Fear of God Raid Light Bone Black outsole. So it is just this square pattern in terms of traction, leading up to this translucent part in the back with that black Nike swoosh and the exposed air bubble on both shoes. Alright, so now that we took a look at the shoes up close, I gotta say that I'm pretty happy with them so far. I think they look really good. I think the materials are pretty solid, and hopefully I answered some of your questions in terms of this lacing mechanism. It is pretty interesting, so I did want to take some time to show exactly how that works with the Velcro. I know I wasn't sure how it worked before I got them in hand, so I know that's an important part to show you guys if you guys are looking to pick these up or purchase them in the future. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this shoe so far. What we're going to do now is I'm going to get them laced up, and I'll show you guys what they look like on feet. Alright, so now that wraps up taking a look at the Air Fear of God Raid Light Bone Black on feet. So now, I like this shoe a lot. I think it's a really cool colorway. I think the model is awesome, and I like the design a lot. So in terms of sizing for this shoe, you guys can actually go true to size or maybe up a half size. This was drastically different than the Air Fear of God moccasin. Those fit completely different, and I like this shoe a lot more than the moccasin. I think a lot of other people do as well, but I'm pretty surprised with how nice this shoe is in hand. The materials are great. The comfort is really, really nice too. They're very comfortable. And they just fit really snug on your foot and feel great just because of this, locking mechanism. So let me know down below in the comments what you guys are thinking about this shoe. I like it a lot and I think it's great. So I'd love to know what you guys are thinking down below. I think that wraps up all I had for the video here. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys are not subscribed. Follow me on social media at Steve Natto. Thank you guys as always for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next video.